That's one. 10-9 would be one.
Okay.
Queen deuce is 2. 6 deuce is 1. Okay. So the queen and the jack, if they're in a doubleton or a singleton, you can count either the high card value or the short suit value, but not both. So in other words, a singleton jack would be worth 2. But if you have to revert back to no trump, then it's only worth 1. The singleton jack is the same thing as the singleton 5. Both of them are worth 2 points. Unless, and you're not going to open no trump.
Do we have a question?
Not yet. We still got about 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
What do you respond?
Yeah, what do you, we're just gonna look at that for a while.
How many points is that worth?
Question, if you know it open, can you see?
13.
13?
Is that what you get? It's a little early, but
Does the jack increase in value if your partner has spades?
well, if your partner has spades, this is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass.
Pass?
Pass.
Well, we finally got this. Wonderful.
Then, once one no trump, partner discerns, decides that
You still rebid a no trump, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now over 2 hearts, what do you do? Two no trump? Pass?
two spades. That's what you got, is two spades.
promise you, if you pass 2 hearts, the next time this hand comes up and you have 4 of them, your partner's not going to bid 2 hearts because you made a play it there. You should bid 2 spades. Now, 1 time out of 15, you're better off in 2 hearts. Once in a while, your partner will have 5 of each, and you are better off in 2 hearts. But if you want to be right once and wrong 14 times, then you can pass 2 hearts. But I promise you, if you bid 2 hearts, the next time your partner has this hand, they will pass 1 no trump. And you're in the wrong spot. So don't force them to play a 4-3 fifth. You know they have at least 5 spades. And do you feel uncomfortable playing a 5-3 fifth, 5-2 fifth? If you had this, would you mind playing in 2 spades? It's a lot better than 1 no trump or 2 hearts, isn't it? So, when you have 3 and 2, you take them back to spades.
So in that hand, when you're playing it, do you go the trumps first?
Yeah. There's no reason to let them trump something, is there?
No.
There's nothing you want to trump,
Right.
and there's no reason for them to get one of their little trumps in. Okay, I think we're getting this. It's the same idea as now you would open a no trump, right?
Yes.
Now you would pass 2 spades. Well, all I did was take the high heart out of this hand and put it down here. Maybe it should have been a queen. We can change that king to a queen. But it's the same thing. You're getting to the right spot. Because when this one said how strong your hand was, this one's in charge, you get into the right place. I think we're getting this. Anything else?
Pass.
Anything else? That's not even close. That's a clear-cut pass. misfit, the worst thing you can do is bid 2 no trump. That's the very worst thing you can do. You need to stop at a low level. That's why with that, if your partner opens a diamond, you bid a spade. If they rebid a no trump, then you're going to bid 2 hearts and play it either in 2 hearts or 2 spades. You know your partner has at least 2 spades, and they could have 4 hearts. Right? That's what we were just doing. Okay. But when it went a diamond, a spade, a no trump, your partner promised to have a balanced hand. So they have to have at least 2 spades. They don't have 4, but they have 2 or 3. That's why you can insist on one of these suits. It's because your partner has a balanced hand.
But you don't. That's what
Well, if it went, forget this down here. If it went a diamond, a spade, a no trump, your partner has a balanced hand. So now you can either play it in one of these 2. You know they have a minimum hand, and it's balanced. But when it goes a diamond, a spade, a diamond, a heart,
It's dead, Ron, you can't see very good.
try another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't see back here. There's glare on it.
There, that's better.
That's better.
You can't see the top.
All right, we'll get rid of the top one. Okay, here, if you open a diamond, and your partner bids 1 spade, you don't rebid a no trump, because if you rebid a no trump, you're promising a balanced hand, and your partner's free to rebid 2 spades on 5 of them, right? Okay, so here we bid 2 clubs. That's an unbalanced hand, not a balanced hand. If we had this, we would have opened a diamond, but over a spade, you don't rebid 2 clubs, you rebid a no trump. Okay? It's the same thing when it went a diamond, a heart, a spade. You don't promise a balanced hand when you bid a second suit. You could very well have a short suit somewhere.
So if your partner is minimum, do they pass the 1 no?
Yes. Well, depends on what they have. If you rebid a no trump, they could rebid 2 spades and play it there. They could
If they got
rebid,
5.
Yeah,
They would have two.
if they had 5 or 6. They could rebid 2 hearts and see, because you could have had, this card could be over here, you could have had 4 hearts. So if you rebid a no trump, now they can either rebid 2 spades or bid 2 hearts on minimum hands. But when you rebid 2 clubs,
Who's that spade on the south end?
here it would have gone a diamond, a spade, a no trump. And they can rebid 2 hearts now. And since you only have 3 hearts, you take them back to 2 spades. Okay. But rebidding 2 clubs should be an unbalanced hand, not a balanced hand. Okay, so now when it goes a diamond, 1 spade, 2 clubs, now what should this person do?
Two diamonds.
2 diamonds.
Okay, what if you had 5 hearts
5 hearts.
and only 4 spades?
But you don't get.
Well, then you would have bid a heart.
Then you bid a heart, and then after the no trump, you bid the 2 spades?
No.
No. You bid 2 hearts.
If your partner had spades, he would have bid it.
Your partner can't have spades because they didn't bid 2 spades. And 1 spade. With this, you just have to go back to 2 diamonds. Because if you bid 2 hearts, you can't stop. When you have a misfit, try to stop as low as you can. So here, you should just take them back to 2 diamonds. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's better than getting to the 3 level somewhere, or 2 no trump. 2 no trump can't be a good spot. Just take them back to their first suit. And that's why, another reason why, when you have this, balanced hands bid no trump. When you have this, don't open a diamond and rebid 2 clubs. It's possible your partner's got this, isn't it? If they have this, what kind of a contract is 2 diamonds going to be? Silly, right?
Yeah.
And so you try this one time, and you wind up playing in 2 diamonds. The next time your partner has his hand, up here you have this. Well, over 2 clubs, your partner can't bid 2 hearts, because that's forcing, shows a big hand. So they rebid 2 spades. Still not good, right? So when you have a balanced hand, you rebid no trump. When you have an unbalanced hand, you bid your second suit. That's why. Don't open a diamond and rebid 2 clubs on 4-4-3-2 unless you get forced into it. And the only way you can get forced into it would be if you open a diamond and this hand bids 1 spade. And now your partner doubles. Now you have to bid 2 clubs, right? You could try bidding 2 hearts and play a 4-3 fifth, but 2 clubs makes more sense. Just don't do it unless you're forced into it. And if you open a diamond and this hand passes and your partner bids 1 heart,
Sure.
and this hand passes, you still bid a no trump. Don't be afraid to bid a no trump because you have a singleton spade. You don't go to the tornado shelter unless they start running the siren, right? The sun's shining, you don't run down there. Well, if they don't bid the suit, don't worry about it. I think I've gotten most of this covered. Are we making sense? Okay, so here we're going to rebid a no trump unless we are forced not to. And the type of hand that you rebid the same suit on, like 1 diamond, 1 heart. If your partner rebids a no trump, you could bid 2 hearts on queen 10 fifth. But if they rebid a second suit, now you need a 6-card suit to rebid your suit. You don't need a strong hand. It's still a weak hand. It's 10 or fewer total points, but you should have a 6-card suit. Because your partner's going to pass with a singleton. And if your partner's going to pass with a singleton, you don't want to play it in the 5-1 fifth, do you? Well, then don't bid it. Okay? That's an opening no trump, right? If this person over here opens the bidding with 1 diamond, what do? 1 no trump, right? Same hand. You want to bid a no trump?
Try that, it doesn't work.
What does your partner have?
Chip?
Just not enough to open.
Might have a face card, right?
Might have
Might have 2 face cards, 2 queens, or a queen and a jack. Okay, so with this hand, you're not going to bid a no trump. It's suicide to overcall a no trump between 2 bidding opponents. It's just suicide. You have nothing to gain, everything to lose. So what should 1 no trump show? That? You're not ever going to have that anyway. No, it doesn't show that. when you're between two bidding opponents, a no trump overcall should show something like this.
Gotta stop reading.
That's what a one no trump bid should show. Okay? As opposed to
I don't get that.
overcalling a no trump between two bidding opponents should be similar to an unusual no trump. It's takeout. And the difference with this with that, you would double. You go a diamond, pass, one spade, double. So a double will show less shape and more high cards. And bidding a no trump shows more shape and fewer high cards. A weaker hand with more shape.
Is that affordable?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't think there's a place on the card for it. See if you can find one.
I would have loved it. It's almost time.
Anyway, don't overcall a no trump with 16 between two bidding opponents. You should do it if your right-hand opponent opens. But between two bidding opponents, don't overcall a no trump. A no trump should be a real unbalanced hand and not strong. Okay? I guess it is good.